Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 10 Minutes Astrology. Well, I know for you just so as last week, but for me and Alejo, we haven't seen each other for a long time because last time when we see each other, we were still in a long sleep, and now look, Alejo,
Ah,
he's the
Greece,
best. Some,
spring in Greece.
yes, I know. Well, I think we are finally have that temperature. In UK, we have a temperature above 10 degree. So yes, spring is
Uh,
coming.
Here it's super nice.
Yes, it is. So, well, it's come to the season like everything start to move on and people getting active. But before we start, I really want to do a important um, announcement because both me and Alejo, we now, working together with the association, astrological association. And so important is in this August, I think end of August is our conference for the astrological association. So important for us, for both Alejo and I, we working quite a lot and intensively. So we really want to invite everyone come to join us in Birmingham or online. And if you are the member of the association or you are member belong to any UK local group, local astrological group, or any school of astrology school, you can get a very big discount, as much as like a £200 discount. So please contact your administrator in the local group or the school to ask them how to get this discount. Okay, or if you are a member of the astrological association, you already received the email. Please don't miss this chance because this discount will end by 31st of May. So, well, after advertising, sorry, Alejo, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, just like come back from the huge trip, and then I still trying to,
Yeah,
calming
following
down.
eclipses,
Oh
hunting
yeah,
eclipses.
that was so crazy. That was so crazy. My first
Imagine.
total solar eclipse in my life.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, but you know what? The next couple of years, I think 2026 and 2027 and 2028, three solar eclipse. Oh no, three. Yeah, three. At least three solar eclipse will happen in Spain. Come, come together. Let's go together.
Let's go together. Everyone, you should all come. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Now you invite everyone. Also, another, could I mention another thing? Another important event. Both you and I will be there. Summer school.
Ah, of course. Yes. In the end of August, we have summer school at the Faculty of Astrological Studies, and we're both
Yeah.
going to be teaching there.
Yes, yes. I'm really looking forward to go back to summer school, and I'm so happy. I will be there, and with all my friends, with you and Christian, and to see all my love tutor, love colleague there. So, and it's a huge event in the astrological community. So please, if you really want to experience that Harry Potter astrology school, our Harry Potter style astrology school, please come to join us in the faculty summer school in Oxford, and please visit faculty's website for more information. Okay. So, Alejo, I think we done our duty. We have been so nice to advertising for all our
Yes.
friends.
We need to, I think we're trying to avoid going to the difficult depth of Saturn in the 12th house.
I agree. I agree. I
I think
agree.
we're
And
being a bit defensive. We're trying like, oh,
and it's kind of a I think it's one thing is very important. One thing is very interesting. It's like when you have homework, when we have homework or when we have a job to do, and we always kind of try to delay it by, oh, maybe I should just cut my nail first. Oh, I haven't ironed my clothes. Let me wash the dish. Even washing the dish is better go to face your duty.
mhm.
And that is so interesting. I think that does fit into today's topic. So, Alejo, today we are going to talk about the
Saturn in the 12th house. Yes.
yes. I personally let me confess, I have started in the 12th house. So
Oh,
today, more or less, I'm speak of myself.
my God. Good. You have an expert.
We have expert. Okay, let me start then. Let me start because I can't. If you, I think there's so many things I'd like to share when Saturn is in 12th house. There is one thing I think most people will wondering, but I don't like to mention too much. Was they both planet and this house both has a little bit of inevitable and fated flavor.
Yes.
The planet itself, Saturn, the things you have to face in your life, you have to learn. Then the 12th house is about the things you are going to give away and take it back. And you think it's all for the other people, not for you, but eventually you realize, no, not you. And that is so funny. Let me share one funny a dialogue with you between me and the Ling Bell. When I was probably 10 years ago, I want to invite Lin Bell to give a talk to my school in Taiwan and China, and also Hong Kong. So I went down to Paris to see her, and we met in her beautiful penthouse flat and chatting. And then just like after we kind of chit chat, after chit chat, I take a piece of paper out, say, Lin, here is the uh, agreement. It's not contract. It's just an agreement that what we are going to do and what we will prepare for you and how much you're going to get paid and this and that. And she told me, where is your Saturn?
Ah,
I said, 12th house. She said, oh, no wonder. I said, so I'm the most Jupiterian person. And she said, no, you are the most Saturnian person I ever met.
yeah, I think you make a good point because a lot of people would say that when a planet is in the 12th house is debilitated. And actually, planets in the 12th house also they usually manifest, I think, quite strongly in a person's life. And Gokeling studies actually prove this, right? When he was looking at Mars in the 12th and how so many athletes had Mars in the 12th. So I like this idea you said you give it back and you take it back because I would say Saturn in the 12th means you have like an unconscious idea or approach or understanding of what it is to be an authority, what it is to have structure, what it is to have regulations. So it comes out without you noticing it. You know, it just comes out.
I agree. And also, in another way, I like to explain the planet in the 12th house is it's like we are keep searching. We are keep
Mhm.
searching something which is we put it on our back. It's in our backpack, but we keep
Mm.
searching it. So, for example, my 12th house Saturn is like I'm keep searching the authority figure, Saturnian type authority figure, and I'm keep searching the rule definition or any
Mm.
type of
Yes.
things. I say, what are they? Where are they? But I keep put them in my bag, and but I couldn't see it. But everyone said, God, he has such huge Saturn bag on his back.
Yeah, you have a huge Saturn. I would also say. I would also see a Saturn in you. Yes.
That's because I kind of was like, when are we going to recording?
Mm, yes, exactly. And then
Chasing you
also
around.
the Saturn in the 12th, I'm also thinking this idea of isolation, perhaps.
I like that. Yeah.
Because, you know, the 12th house is about retreating from the world
Mm-hmm.
and kind of taking your own stance. And maybe Saturn in the 12th um, finds their own structure, their own essence, which are Saturnian things, what they are made of when they retreat, when they step back. So I
Ah,
would say there might be kind of an introvert, maybe it's not introvert quality, but a kind of um, yes, needing to step away to find their own sense of authority, their own sense of what they judge to be correct or wrong, and these kind of things.
I like this. Thank you so much. I like it. Yes, yeah, yeah. That is there is the sense about you may are looking for it or you trying so hard, but sometimes with the 12 houses you need to step back. Like you say, it's a retreat. You step back and then you are more clear about
Hmm.
what you are doing and what you have. How about we share a chart example today to make our
Yes.
audience,
Actually, the
you
chart
know,
example we're going to share has a lot to do with this.
oh yes, okay, let's go. So Alejo, choose today's case, and which you know I
So
would.
it's
Yeah,
Charles that, sorry, I interrupted, sorry.
go on, go on.
It's
So
just I really like this person's contribution to
I can see.
society as Darwin, and I really like his idea of the evolution of a species.
Mm,
And so basically, if you want to cast his chart, it's 12th of February, 1809 at 3 a.m. in a place called Shrewsbury, in the UK. Um, and so he has his Sagittarius rising, right? And you can
mm,
imagine his idea of traveling and all of his
yes.
explorations he did to discover his theory. But he's also Moon in Capricorn, and he has Saturn in the 12th. So he has a strong sense of duty and responsibility. And it's interesting because in his life, when he was young, he was not a good student. So this Saturn in the Capricorn, I think, this Moon in Capricorn, I think it's interesting. He was not a good student when he was young. Um, he has the Sun in Aquarius, so he was perhaps a free range kind of guy. Um, and basically, he it was out of luck that he got in this ship in the Beagle, and
Uh-huh.
he was the only one who could stand the captain of the ship because he was unbearable. And this captain gave him a book. I don't remember the name of the book now, which made a huge impression on him. And as he was traveling, he was collecting things that he found, and he had a very small space to be. So he had to be very organized. So
Uh-huh.
I imagine this Saturn in the 12th. He had never
Yeah.
sailed before, and he was constantly feeling sick. And I imagine him in this kind of dark room at the bottom of the ship, organizing all of his findings, and starting to see the hidden structure, which is Saturn in the 12th, the hidden structure within all of these things. And again, the idea of isolation in order to find this, and the idea of having to develop his own sense of authority, this sense of, having to, with Saturn in the 12th, first there's a rejection perhaps of the authority figures, but then he becomes an authority, right? Uh, so I can really see him as Saturn in the 12th.
I 100% agree with you when you describe his story. And I can see that Saturn conjunct Neptune in the 12th house, in on that bottom of the ship, and in a small dark room, and try to organize anything, and while he has a seasick, you know, and that is very interesting because they recognize the pattern in the
Mm.
impossible situation, in the chaotic situation on the sea, and in a small room and a ship. And I suddenly, when you talk about it, I smile because I can resonate. I can resonate with my Saturn in the 12th house. Somehow, I do have that type of ability to recognize pattern in
Mm.
the things. I think, especially for example, I used to working on the TV production house. So one of things is like, no matter what type of program, TV program, I will recognize their original idea from another TV, another program, or another country. If I know, then I would say, oh, this program has the idea of another one, or this story, or this drama has the original idea from such and such and such. Very quickly, I can create that link and try to find their similarity. And that is my Saturn in the 12th house, like working in the darkness, working in behind to sort out the things in the behind. And I didn't know it was working behind. So when I say things out, there is a structure there.
Yeah. And
And
I
that
also
was
think, sorry,
no, no, sorry, it's you. No, no.
going to your example, your study of comets and your study of fixed stars, especially with the idea of, you going, you mentioned now hunting the eclipse, but I've seen you in other situations alone staying up until these hours of the night to have your photographs taken.
That's true.
This is, I think,
That's
also the Saturn in the 12th. It's not the isolation. Okay, you're not hiding in a room because you need to get in touch with the sky,
yeah.
but you have this sense of disciplined work on your own, alone, to study
Yeah.
the sky, to study the fixed stars, to study the comets, the black holes, all of these things that you have developed so much.
Oh my God, you're 100% right. When I do the astrophotography or study those things, there's a sense of alone, and I enjoy it.
And not only you enjoy it, you come up with amazing stuff.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Especially like when I take the photo, I will have to stay out in the night until the morning. So from midnight to the morning, to the sunrise, I have to stand there. I have to stand there and just click or counting. Or if sometimes I don't even need to click. I just need to guard my equipment and sitting there, have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
that's Saturn in the 12th house. It's true. That's Saturn in the 12th house. Wow, so interesting. Thank you, Alejo, to share it with us, and then also bring me back to my connection with the astrophotography with my Saturn in the 12th house, because I have a Saturn Neptune opposition too. So that is also, the Charles Darwin. I don't compare with him, but there is a sense with the image, the
Yeah,
the
yeah, it's
Neptune.
very
Yeah, I'm Saturn
interesting.
opposite
Yes.
Neptune. So that is very interesting. Charts speak quite a lot. That's why we love astrology. Well, before we finish today, the first I will welcome everyone. Don't forget. Let me tell you the date. Then let me tell you the date. So the August, I think summer school. Summer school is I think in the
19.
19, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the 19 to the 25th. Oh, no. The 16th, the 16th Friday. The weekend, the
Ah,
weekend
yes, of
course,
course. Yes,
the
16th to
weekend is 16, 17, and 18, and the weekly course is from 19 to 23rd. And then for the Astrological Associations Conference is from 30, 31st, and 1st September. So don't miss the big opportunity to join two huge events in UK. We have like a summer school, fabulous lines up and interesting and a very, very well structured program. And for the Astrological Association, we have like a also fabulous lines up speaker from all around the world. And also it's a great opportunity to come to Birmingham to connect with each other, because we need that. We need to see each other face to face and enjoy, and maybe hanging out with friends together. So that's why we do all this job together. But Alejo, we finish our journey starting through the house. So are we ready
Now
for
what?
now what? And now what? I don't know, because I think we discussed, and I just like, oh, I want to talk about something.
So I think Mars is going into Aries
Yeah,
soon.
yeah.
So it's time to honor our Mars.
I think so. I agree. Because it is very interesting, because when we talk about Mars, most people just say anger, violence. Well, yes, we have to recognize that. But also, there is so many interesting way we can talk about Mars. Well, we can talk
Yeah.
about sex, but we don't want to talk sex all the time. But we can talk about a
I
few
wouldn't mind.
interesting. I know you don't mind, but I have the mark like not suitable for kids.
Okay.
Anyway, so we from next week we are going to talk about Mars through the sign. I know this topic we talk quite often, but this time we are going to focus on particular area of Mars, not sex. Sorry if you're expecting that. We are going to talk about at least two big direction. One is how Mars get things done, so we can make it apply to our work. And another would be very interesting how Mars is dealing with failing and defeat. So we
Mm.
will work on these two about Mars. So next week we're going to talk about Mars in Aries and how they get things done and how they facing the defeat. Well, so thanks Alejo and everyone today for watching this episode, and stay tuned. See you next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.